ask you about love. Probably quote me a sonnet. But you've never looked at a woman and been totally vulnerable. Oh my God, put an angel on earth just for you. Could rescue you from the depths of hell. And you wouldn't know what it's like to be her angel.
On October 18th of 2019, I was feeling pretty average. A little more average than usual. There wasn't any assignment for classes that I needed to turn in. I was mostly caught up on the anime I needed to watch. Overall, I was having a pretty swell day. But then I noticed that I had gotten a text message from my friend, and I thought it was about our normal Saturday outings that we have. That's when I noticed it was a link to a Twitter post, and all he put was the link and then sent out a question mark right after it. Now, let me rewind a bit to the olden days. And by that I mean around 2009. I don't remember the exact date, but I do remember one thing. Okami. Now, Okami, for all intents and purposes, has been considered my favorite game of all time ever since I first played it as a little kid. Back in my early days, my parents didn't really understand too well the concept of entertainment for kids. They weren't poor, they were in upper middle class, and to this day they still are. The problem was that they immigrated from a different country, one which wasn't as advanced as America was at the time. A lot of their lives revolved around very simple forms of entertainment. From this game where you throw a pebble or marble in the air and pick up other pebbles or marbles before grabbing the one you threw up, to having kite battles. My first ever gaming experience was with my PS2 that my older brother had gotten me when I was around 6 or so, give or take a year. My parents also didn't understand the concept that the console wasn't enough, but that I needed games to play it. So for the longest time, all I had was this really cool flight simulator. And honestly, that game was enough to last a kid like me an entire year. Fast forward a bit, and then I got a GameCube. Don't ever remember what happened to the PS2, but I just remember getting a GameCube soon after. I'll skip the boring details and just say that I had Naruto Clash of Ninja, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Adventure DX, the Director's Cut, and Star Fox Adventures. All relatively cool games. It wasn't until 2008 that I got the Wii. Somewhere in between that I had a DS, but I honestly can't remember anything about it except accidentally breaking it and then hiding that secret from my parents forever. Even to this day I swear to die with that secret. But anyway, my brother knew a guy who could import around 300 Wii titles into a USB loader, and it would do it for around $130 or so if I remember correctly. Either way, that was when my real gaming experience started. I remember playing a few of the Call of Duty titles on Wii, No More Heroes 2, a bunch of other really cool childhood games, but most importantly I remember Okami.
Okami!
Even though I had Okami already, I went as far as to buy a physical copy of the game for the Wii just because of how much I loved it. I still have it as well with that 9.5 out of 10 sticker right on the cover. To this day, this is something I'm completely proud of and cherish in my heart above almost everything. If a fire was burning in my house, I don't doubt that this would be the very first absolute thing I would grab in a heartbeat. You see, Okami wasn't just a huge part of my childhood. It wasn't just a game I played that I just really got into. It was the first time in my life where I decided that I loved Japan. I loved all the references to folk tales, to the Shinto gods. It is one of the fundamental reasons that I love anime to the extent that I do, because it got me to absolutely adore Japanese history and culture. It was also the first time that I ever remember crying. I don't care if this is a spoiler, but when Amy from the future laid there dying to protect me, or when she was chasing after the runaway Ninetales that tried to kill Himiko, and especially when she thought that all hope was lost when fighting Yami, I didn't feel like I was playing a game. Maybe it was because I was a kid, but I felt like I had to save these people. Felt that every relationship, every connection I built through the story was something I had to cherish and protect. Felt like there was more on the line than just losing a game. Fast forward to October 18th, 2019. Ikumi Nakamura releases a tweet announcing that Okami is back, and that he would work on making a sequel, and after reading that I texted my friend back with a single word: cool. It wasn't that I didn't feel elated, it wasn't that I didn't feel grateful, but for some reason I wasn't extremely excited as I thought I would be. But I still had one urge: to make this video. Something in my heart told me that I had to make this video. I am excited for Okami's sequel, but I just honestly don't know how to show it. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching. And I hope to see you next time.